Full on, I guess we'll call it combat play, more of an A rush up towards that A ramp, trying to shut down that first kill. And they didn't smoke CD Swarm for so long. They had to adjust and pull the Molotovs out, get in safer positions, try and hold that angle. But at that point, we had the players rotating in. Still, Lucas doing great jobs, and KNG to finish it off with the AWP as well. Double digits as we're going to round number 15. It's 10-4. It's a mishmash of a buy. They have to go for the execution here. Smokes towards the site, Molotovs down, flash over to the best. It's massive biceps on the scout. He's had some amazing rounds so far, but he goes towards the B side of the map, presumably towards underpass eventually, while his teammates set up with the smokes. Snacks loading the palace. KNG and Lucas swapping position this time. KNG focusing towards middle.
Pushing through.
Hello. Rush him down.
Saw the feet showing, and I think he must have been caught looking at the radar. I wasn't watching his eyes, but slow reaction. Steel's able to chase him down exactly that with the AK-47. Snacks and Neo, the only two left alive. Round 15, have to commit. Still a minute and 17. Smoke down. And Snacks, oh, you know it. You know he's going to go through. The sound to his left. He's not sure if there's a second player inside of it. Bolts down by Neo, gives him the confidence, gets the call. And an SMT gets far too close to an AWP. Neo! Oh, the shot from KNG to know where Snacks is. He still has the AWP. Misses the shot, goes for another no scope, but he can't find that one either. And it's 11-4 Immortals.
Great half once again from the Immortals side. Similar scenes to what we had on Inferno. Immortals running away with it. And the rounds are really panned out, of course, Matt. The one before the Pasha, we thought that would be enough. Get them back in this game, but Immortals is too strong. They just look like a great unit right now. It's not the Immortals we're used to seeing. Maybe let's go back a year when they're new on the scene. They've got great aimers, lots of talent there, but their approach to the game was poor. Their defaults weren't really there. They kept losing to 4 spies, and they would always be close to being a great team, but never quite made it. This is the best looking Immortals I've ever seen. And just to reiterate as well, and Immortals just lost their best player in the form of FNX. Looking amazing, and this is up to Virtus.Pro now. They're already mapped out, ready to step up here in the second half. Goes without saying, this pistol has to be theirs, but Immortals, they win it. The game could be done. We'll have a look at the buys. 4 sets of armor for the Immortals side. PD50 and flashbangs for bolts. That seems to be a buy he goes towards. Means you get a bit more range in terms of one-tap potential with the pistol there. And it's going to be a B rush, you know, I think. They're going straight in. Why not? You've got this huge bed of rounds. Let's just keep it fast, keep it loose. The flashbangs are decent. Pasha and Taz have to fall back.
Have to fall back, but they still have good established angles. Come on, Taz, get out, stay alive. Just bait in your teammate Pasha, but he doesn't quite have the angle. Reload for himself, but he still has the shot. And they've got a 2-man advantage with bomb down on the site. Best advantage they've had in a pistol in a while. The whole series. Bolts with 12 HP as well, can't do it. He's got to rely on the new boy, who's looked much the fame, and downed immediately. Rope-a-dope, you won't work out Virtus.Pro. The Polish corner won't allow it either. But a long road ahead of them still.
Yeah, B-rush was the approach from Immortals there. No bomb going down. There's Taz and Pasha doing a good job with the USPs. We're going to round number 2. Tech 9s, Deagles. Here's the force buy from Immortals, and he's saying with a little bit more cash considering he's the AWPer. $6,500, goes for a bit of utility. PD50 in his hand. Can they do anything with this round? Surely Virtus.Pro don't give this one away. They've got 2 rifles there, 2 UMPs, and a scouts.
Smoke.
Deagle for bolts, gets close to Palace. Bombs all the way back in T-spawn, so relying on information based on pick, if they can get one. Operative word. How he is with Pasha, even though he just has the scout to work with. So he has a support system if they try and overwhelm. No plant in the first round. Tech 9 and Deagle plus armor investment means we, even if they find one here, likely wait till round 3 before we get a full buy. Pending a win, obviously, if somehow they pull this off.
We'll see. 40 seconds remaining, Matt, but Neo aggressive towards short, manages to do damage, but there's the first couple of kills. Snacks and Neo charming in together.
But they back off and switch the setup, and allows them to see toward the key where Lucas plays. Getting Steel was the bigger kill by Snacks after he got the one at underpass. He knew he could afford to give position. And he will take down Lucas, even if he had Neo was also watching in toward connector. Get in the sight though, and Henny's able to get one. Watch the 180 position. He'll only get one. 2 now for Virtus.Pro since pistol.
Yeah, we're not done here yet. 11 for the Virtus.Pro. 2 have run rating to work with their Glocks. Nothing else really for Immortals to buy. A 2K per player. Henny wants that open the first gun round as well, so you can't buy a single thing. It's a chance for VP to farm some cash here. MP9s, UMPs, Scouts as well. Surely Immortals don't get more than maybe 1 kill here. Glocks, nothing invested at all.
Snacks getting up there. Dinked early. Still able to mow down 2. Back away and bait them into paint. Pasha. Neo as well. How does that go? Rusty hook taste in the lip. Well, around for Virtus.Pro either way.
Going to the first gun round here. Immortals. We'll see what they bring to the table. No AWP to work with for KNG or Henny. AK-47s across the board. Brazilian teams showed us how to play this map at one point. In terms of the executions, what was possible. I'm sure we'll be seeing that at some point. Number 19 here. Bialy stays on the UMP, but Pasha brings out the sniper. I like that idea from Pasha. He's throwing the incendiary to block the smoke, but either way, he is finding shots. Takes down KNG.
Cautious of ladder because Lucas has gotten inside of it. Great read by Pasha. Knows exactly what the rush and their lack of information means. As he positions accordingly, Pillar almost caught Bialy, but no one else will. He's got tricks up his sleeve. Shot from Henny. It's accurate. Watch the tapping because he's accurate twice. And a third time, Pasha, you cannot afford to give that up. This cannot go to a 1 versus 2. These are the mistakes that are best left avoided.
Well, 3 versus 1 begins. Pasha low HP. Found 2 great shots already, but it's Henny with the AK-47. Time to work with here. 1 minute as he starts to make his approach towards the A bomb site. He'll be heading towards the lower ramp, but look at the positioning of Bialy. He's in such a strong place at this point. Nothing really Henny can do. He can't even check that position. He has to try and bait him out by faking the plant. He can't go all the way up there and try and work out he's even possibly towards that area. If there's a smoke, sure, maybe he has a chance in this one. He's got 2 kills so far. We won't count him out just yet, but Taz towards jungle as well, locking it down. This should be quite a simple procedure for VP. It's just from Bialy's position alone.
They're almost better, yeah, to let Bialy stay there and play it as a 3 versus 1 retake. If he gets found and isolated and it goes to a 1 versus 2 with Pasha as low as he is, Henny can absolutely pull this back. In the sight, back is turned. Bialy could strike, perfect time! And he will! Concedes a plant which will allow money into Immortals, but that is the least of their worries. It's all about getting rounds on the board.
VP now. Looking incredibly strong in the second half. 4-0, Immortals, they haven't really got established just yet though. We'll wait till the orbs come out before we see what kind of damage they can do here in the second half. But Virtus.Pro definitely making this a possibility at this stage. We'll have a partial buy from Immortals this round. They're a 4th stage loss bonus at the moment. Pasha with some incredible shots I have to say towards short and vent position as well. Tech 9's Deagles. Smokes to work with as well. So the partial buy. Definitely will be able to get the guns out next round. Round number 20. Towards the A side we go. And Bialy's got aggressor on the A ramp.
Back on their feet, but the Tech 9s could silence with their own beat. Snaps always manages to let them go by, but only this time for 1 as they spawn a blitz. Talk about stepping up and a half. Bialy has looked excellent so far. Inevitably able to hold off. A-main won't go down. In fact, I was about to say inevitably will go down as he's overwhelmed, but manages to secure the position. It's 2 rounds between them.
Pretty simple stuff there for Virtus.Pro, locking off the Tech 9 approach towards the A site. There is a pause coming in now, it makes sense. Immortals finally having money to work with here. 7k for Henny. Could certainly bring the AWP out, they could do the double AWP set if they wanted to. We both know that Immortals looked at absolute best of that setup. Just look at the scoreboard right now as well. KNG, 17 kills, same story for Bolts as well. It's Henny who's on 13. Lucas has dropped off slightly. Looking at the CT side, Bialy with 14, Pasha though with Snacks leading the way with 16 and 15 kills respectively. We'll see what happens here. Double orb set up for the CT, Snacks and Pasha. That was quite a scary combo before. Just a single orb set up for Immortals here. I can't wait to see what Henny's got up his sleeve. Been a rough second half here for Immortals so far. As I said, if they won the pistol, that could have been it, but it went against them. And now Virtus.Pro looking for revenge here in the second map.
Revenge that will invigorate, but this time Bialy not able to get as much success toward A main as he tries it again. Weaponry a little more great this time for Immortals. Taz goes shadow. Watch above it. Pasha's already got steel down. Flash out. Well timed. Well timed indeed. Turns. Taz is absolutely a devil indeed. Pasha gets another shot toward Lucas. But Henny has it all to do this time. Has his AWP not in eight. Tag as well immediately as Pasha's wide. Goes to the pistol.
Here we go, Matt. Now we really have got a game on our hands. Immortals are the first pick as well. It's a 5-on-4 situation. But Taz stepping up with the rifle. And it's Immortals that can't seem to get into the next level of this stage. Haven't posted a single round here. As we go 6-0 for VP. Another partial buy coming through. Lucas with the AK-47. In terms of bomb plants, we've had one so far, and that was due to the 3-on-1 situation where Lucas sucked his way in towards the A side, but ultimately had no chance to win the round. Will be a B smoke execution round here. Bomb will be planted, hopefully for them. We've got the AK-47 Lucas, he has to find the kills. Taz to try and deliver the frags.
Tries to, but he's got to have his eyes first. Oh, they've gone directly by. First one success. He's lost track of the other two, which leaves him a sitting duck, but at least gets one on entry. Oh, Snacks back into it, Neo. Oh, he's got to be better than that. Bomb down. Still very cautious of overextending with only 6 HP to get the M4. But he'll wrap back through an open door toward the checker room. Bialy's inside of it, so if he peeks out, Bialy's ready. Not quite for the double spray, though. Lucas potential far too strong. Burning alive, though, is Henny. Forced out, Snacks finds it. Lucas gets information as to one. Now he's got the advantage as well. Snacks on 16. He's got to be perfect, play the bomb to absolute perfection. He's trying to hold this. There's no way Lucas doesn't check it. Goes out, Snacks realizes it. And it gets awkward for the round, I'm afraid. He's too far gone. Snacks tries everything he can, but Lucas will win it. The second for Immortals.
That's the first.
On the T side, it is the first. You're right, 12. It hit the board before I could see it, so they were 11, they get 12.
That was a little partial buy there from Immortals as well. Smokes towards that B side, coming through with Taz. Perfect position. He could have waited 5 more seconds before he made his final commitment. He gets one, and as you said, near through the window. Couldn't really get much done at all. Come down to the 2 versus 1. And we do see Lucas posting some decent frags there as well. Very good stuff in that respect. And it's up to Virtus.Pro to buy back into this round.
If you mirror this situation in an opening half, a team goes 6 and then loses 1. You look at it in a positive light because you talk about a reset potential. It was a 1 versus 1. So much reinvestment required for Immortals. But when the pressure's on, you can't afford to give up anything. It's 12-10. If they go to 13-10, money is going to be dire, therefore, for Virtus.Pro, and that might be the writing on the wall. If they can win this, they take control.
That's correct. This is huge as we enter round number 23. Sure, it's been a one-sided affair in the second half, but Immortals win this one, you're right. They bounce back. This is a full investment. Double orbs as well with Virtus.Pro. Henny looking to challenge towards that connector position. His rival this time will be Snacks. He's in the window, but Neo, he likes to get aggressive towards short. Flirting with the idea as he falls back.
Bounces to the underpass. Snacks backs off of mid. Actually conceded it almost in its entirety until they reset and deploy utility toward A. That's utility that's been bled. 2 smokes left. 3 kits. 1 incendiary.
45 seconds now, very slow, patient round from Immortals here. Smokes potentially be deployed towards A. This round means everything. They do this, they're so close to making it to the grand final. It's all leading to this moment right now. The smokes will be deployed. The orbs are ready. It's Bialy who's been fantastic so far, looking towards Palace, misses the shot, but smoked off, and the final commitment comes in. There's a gap though.
Massive gap. That's so sloppy on execution. Bialy isn't in position to take advantage, but Snack certainly is. The AWP drops the bomb as well. That means they have to recommit. Good find therefore for Lucas. Still in all important rounds. And a massive frag from Pasha. Gave them a lifeline in the first half. This time he may give them more than that as he finds a third. What a game.
Oh dear, the crack's starting to show for Immortals. We built up how important this round was, but in terms of the momentum now, it's firmly in the favor of Virtus.Pro. Money in tatters once again. We had one player survive for Immortals, that's the AWP, but that execution, we said the Brazilian teams established the way that should be done and how precise the smokes can be. There's huge gaps there. They're trying to make up for it. The connector was fully exposed, and Pasha, more smoke antics from him, nails absolutely everything. It's now 12-11, and the force buy comes through. This could be the end of Immortals. This doesn't work out for them. Basing it around the fact they have the AWP. Tech9's out, UMP's there as well. Henny hoping that a aggression comes in, but Snacks, he's changing position, but it's Bolt going one step further, takes him down with that Tech9, and now they've got a secondary up to work with. Get that in the hands of KNG right now, but he's fighting, he's already busy, he's taking out Pasha and Connector.
This is big because Steel's got position on Taz. The overextensions, they're trying to make up for the lost ground. Snacks went for that same play against Na'Vi in New York. And he made it work, in fact, hit a collateral after taking down one, and Palace this time it's going to haunt them. Immortals striking back. Neo's just fighting to survive at this point. AWP for KNG posted toward the vent. No chance to go any further. Neo's got to head toward the apartments.
Hey, with Snacks, I actually like that play. Most of the time I commend Orpers go towards Palace and mix things up, but what a shot with the Tech9 there to open things up. It certainly opened the floodgates generally as well. The CD's trying to react, pushing the apartments, but getting picked off one by one. And just as I said, give that orb to KNG. He finds a kill with the SMG towards a connector position. One by one, Virtus.Pro got picked off, and that was a desperate round for Immortals. One orb, Tech9's UMPs, but they make it work.
That's the round that saves them. They go 12-12 and then down potentially because they're out of money. They're on 3 digits each. We just finished talking about the previous round being the Virtus.Pro's chance to get back in. Well, that's kind of been lost. 74-50 for Neo. Taz 31-50, 21-50 Snacks, 41 and 39 Pasha and Bialy. They've got to come up with a decision now, and I'm going to say you got to go for it at this point.
With the saved AK and Neo on $7,000, yeah, definitely. I think that they'll certainly force into this round. We can drop orbs, and now the AK and Pasha can certainly buy as well. Double orb setup though for Immortals, as we said, they're normally their absolute best regardless whether it's T or CT side. Virtus.Pro do indeed bring out the AWP. Do or die time. You're just joining us. I have no idea where you've been. This has been a very epic second map. It was a bit of a stomping on San Inferno. Immortals looked fantastic there. Virtus.Pro didn't really arrive. And it looked to be a very similar affair here on Mirage as well. Immortals posting 11-4 in the first half. But here we come. Find ourselves at the crescendo. Potentially of this best of 3. It's up to Virtus.Pro to bring out a couple of M4s and MP7. Neo with that saved AK. It's pretty decent, all things considered. But if Immortals can find this, Virtus.Pro will officially be broken, and it'll be 14-11. Double orb set up, and Henny, he's going aggressive towards the B apartments. Won't find anything just yet. Smoked off. It's Taz on the other side. Surely doesn't get picked through the smoke. He jumped, came very close to doing so.
That's not the way to go down. Off angle, box beside Van. Bomb in the apartments as well for Immortals. Hesitant, I think is the word for Virtus.Pro right now.
I think for both teams, no one wants to fully commit right now. It's the very slow play which we saw from Immortals on the Inferno map, and that's where they look their best. Trying to work out what kind of buy Virtus.Pro have got, bleed them out the best they can, but yeah, they're just back towards B. It's KNG in middle. Got that secondary orb. It's such a strong fragger for them. Heads up into that position. Still on the underpass of the bomb for now. Bolts posted at the A ramp. I would say the A split is very likely at this point. Dropping their utility now. Snacks and Bialy alone on A. Bash has taken the bait. He's got the orb as well. Still with the bomb. Time ticking away. We hit the 40-second mark, and you feel like the final commitment comes in momentarily.
Neo could be a massive factor in this, but KNG has an AWP looking toward this corner. Yes, they had a perfect headshot when they go up connector. He's not able to find it right away. Thankfully gets out of dodge before the damage comes through. Goes back, and that's the AWP I mentioned. Good positioning. Bolts able to take down Snacks. No shot from the AWP. No shot will come through on the AWP. Lucas, a better place bullet on the AK, and Taz has to concede back away. It's going to go 14-11 and no money for Virtus.Pro. None at all.
Second stage loss bonus. Lost the orb. 5 players surviving for Immortals. It's going to be 14-11. This should be it. If ever there's a chance to close out of a game, this is the best chance you'll ever get. They're saving 3 orbs from the Immortals side. Maybe that's just to deny one of them at the end, make sure it can't be taken away. I wouldn't like to see that go into the next round. But they do know VP are officially on the ropes. They're almost out the ring right now. Taz, he'll stay alive for now. Definitely worth the hunt. If we can take him down, they'll have $2,000 per player.
Bolts might get close enough. Lucas as well. Hunt is definitely on. Faces, Lucas spots him. Bolts, I don't think it's going to be quite close enough to get inside. He's just got to hold the wall. Hold the wall, gets the kill, and that should keep him alive. So they do keep at least 1 gun. And it is just the double up carried over as a result of it as well.
M4 survives. This is pretty much it for VP. Need to dig deep here. 2K per player. Are they taking the eco here? Are they doing it again, Matt? Looks like they are. They're going to have to save the 1 M4. Not buy anything around it here. That's almost guaranteeing Immortals series point here. Grand final point for a team that's never been in a major before. This would be unprecedented. Bolts feeling brave as he walks in towards B, but he's getting digged up. He finds the shot, takes down Bialy. 5-on-4 now. 1 step closer to it.
Is in for Steel to start clearing inside of connector. This time though it's Taz. The 1 gun boosted up does work. It's the angle Neo got found from last time, but Neo is found by the same weaponry, different wielder. It's KNG who does step up with 1 on Pasha, but it's Any that got him instead.
Indeed.
Snacks and Taz again has the gun that wants to be saved. Needs to be saved as they'll be playing for overtime. Tournament life on the line. Gambit already in the finals.
What a major final that would be.
Gambit versus Immortals. It would be a challenger team making it into the finals as well.
Wow. Taz now with Snacks. They've got rifles to work with. Damage inflicted. 4 versus 2. This could still fall apart from the Immortals side. 1 more kill should guarantee it as well. But Taz smoked out. Snacks chiming in. He is the master. Now left in a 3-on-1 situation. No kit to work with. No armor. But he has got the AK. He's surprised us before. Can he get anything done with this one?
Spots the shoulder of KNG. That's going to put them low. Molotov. Whoa, 1 tick, but it forces them even further back. Shots are required. He's a monster. Home down. They're all so low, but down immediately. Good shot from Lucas. Immortals find map point. And dead silence in the arena. Last chance for Virtus.Pro.
It's good to see Immortals keeping their composure as well. You can see in the booth yesterday, completely different story. Every round they win, they're out of their chairs, they're losing their minds. Today, they're concentrating on the prize, looking at that grand final, trying to get at the finish line right here. Virtus.Pro took the eco in the previous for this moment. 4 rounds in a row required for overtime. M4's available, Dorps out for Pasha. No defuse kits to work with here, but they do have a little bit of utility. I think they have to go a little bit more aggressive this time. And trying at the first stage, Pasha seems to think so as well. But it's Henny that takes him down. 5-on-4 now. 1 round away from the grand final, but Neo, he doesn't want to let that happen. He finds a kill back in return as he takes down Steel.
And this isn't a 4-on-4, this is a 5-on-4, but it's the fans that have to get behind Virtus.Pro right now if they want any chance to keep this going. Bolts starts to look out. Finds the shot on Bialy. Not done just yet. Snap's going to rotate over. Bomb does approach the A site. No smoke down. Double AWP means they want to leave the options open. Good shot from Bolts. Neo and Taz are the last left. In a home event, Neo misses the spray but composes himself. Takes out one of the 2 AWPs. Bolts is extremely low as well. No position control just yet. No kits as well. They've got to be quick. Neo knows it. AWP for Henny is posted inside of Palace, watching those exact stairs. Shoulder peaks need to be the name of the game. Nade in, damage done. 7 is all he has to work with. Puts the op. If it misses, that will matter more. No peek. Henny to control it. Taz goes to the smoke. Taz goes to the smoke. He won't find it. It's done. Immortals from a minor to a major final. A Brazilian team will be in the grand final of a major again, but it's not SK. It's the Twins and the King who's carried them through. And hearts break. Virtus.Pro, what a run, but they cannot go further.
Congratulations, Immortals. What a story. You're absolutely right. The minor, the major qualifier. Their first major, and now they're in the